Hi everyone, welcome back to Rapscallions on deck. Now we are on part 8. Let's go. The man who had captured me forcefully shoved me into a room. Hey, you can push me around all you want, but untie my hands at least. Without giving any explanation whatsoever, they shut the door behind them, leaving me all by myself. Where the heck am I? The room is dark, but at least there are a few lamps that were lit. At the front of the deck, I see a man with his back to me. He finally turns to look at me. With a glare in his eyes, he stares at me as if he is examining me. Why isn't he saying a word? The silent examination goes on for a few more minutes. State your name. Mia. So, what's your name? Why are we introducing ourselves? Is he ignoring me? A pirate who doesn't know my face, I see. You must be the new to the seafaring world. Are you supposed to be someone important? I'm Leif, a captain of a navy fleet. Leif? Where have I heard of that name before? Oh, I know you. You're a pirate hunter guy, aren't you? Wait, does that mean I got captured by the Navy? Indeed. But why? I've done nothing wrong. You're a pirate. You loot other ships, so that's already put you in the wrong. Right. I forgot about that. Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? You're a woman, right? Yeah, and? I never come across a woman who's a pirate. An awkward silence fills the air as the Navy captain and I stare at each other. So, what's supposed to happen to me now? Why don't you answer that yourself? How am I supposed to know? Can't you give me a hint or something? Leif then points at the space between my feet. You are going to stand there and do nothing until I say so. Okay. I can do that, I suppose. Can you at least untie my wrist? The rope hurting my skin. Even though Leif doesn't say anything, he listens to my request as he removes the ropes around my wrist. Thanks. Actually, wait. Should I be thanking my captor when he's the one who got me into this situation? Now with my limbs free, I make myself comfortable in one of the chairs in the room. I can sit here, right? You can. Fidgeting from the awkward atmosphere, I nervously look around the room. This place is quite big. I'm the Navy captain, so I receive good accommodation. While looking around, my eyes lock onto the door. My limbs are now free. Since it's just me and him inside this room, maybe I can make a run for it. I wouldn't think about escaping if I were you. Tens of my men are right outside. If you run out the door, they will capture you and bring you back here. Just sit still and stay here. I wasn't thinking about escaping at all. Good. Leif sits down at his desk as he starts to flip through one of the books on the table. How long am I supposed to stay here and do nothing? I can give you that answer. Then, when you capture the other pirates, do you usually make them sit here and look at you? No, I send them to prison. Then, what about me? Do you want to go to prison? I could ask my men to bring you there right away. Never mind, I'll pass. Forget I ever asked that question. But I'm curious why you brought me here instead of jail cell. 'Cause you're special. Special? Do you mean like you love me or something? Leif cheeks turn bright red as he lets out a cough. That's not what I mean by special. I feel no such thing for you. What an embarrassing thing to say. It's odd to see the aloof personality of his breaking. Wow, he seems menacing at first, but he's more shy than I thought. He then clears his throat and his cold demeanor returns once again. I don't want to capture you, but I have to. That's why you are here, if that makes sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Um, I never the type to talk much, so explaining things can quite difficult for me. Wait, I'll try my best to gather my thoughts. What is this Navy captain? One moment he looks like he's about to kill someone, and the next he's acting like an adolescent boy who's about to confess to the crush. The government is after the Great since it's one of the most infamous pirate ships. Your crew loot wealthy merchant ships and give back the riches to the poor. The government is worried that ordinary townsmen will follow in your crew footsteps and do the same deed. We're not that influential. No one wants to join our crew because we barely get paid. But that doesn't change the fact that many look up to the great pirates. This admiration could lead to more people becoming pirates and looting the wealthy. This is why the great is a threat to the rich ship owners who in turn beg the government to stop your crew. And that is where I come in. I'm ordered to capture your crew. When I arrived at the port, I heard the news that the Great had departed. As luck would have it, mere moments later I saw your ship dock at the port. I can't let the great pirates slip away from my fingers anymore, and I was told to act at once. But since you were the only ones we saw at the harbor, we took you away. Oh, so what's going to happen to me now? Am I going to prison? Like I said, nothing will happen to you. I don't have a problem with your crew. I only harm wrongdoers, and I don't think the great pirates are evil. I'm apprehending you temporarily till my messenger gets to the authorities to tell them that I've captured a pirate from the... After that, I'll set you free and tell them that you escaped. They've been pestering me to gather after the great, but I never want to. Though if I don't, they might strip my title of Navy Captain away. That's why I had no choice but to bring you here. Everything started to make sense after his explanation. No wonder I'm getting this strange treatment even though I got captured by the Navy. I find myself feeling at ease in his presence as my fear toward the Navy captain starts to dwindle. You know, I thought you seemed terrifying at first, but you're not so bad. I didn't expect you to be this nice and kind. Nice and kind? Me? That's the first time someone has ever said that to me. A blush spreads all the way across to his ears. What an anomaly he is. I've never seen a person with two drastically different sides. Now that I know I'm not in trouble, I'm finally able to take a deep breath and relax. As I look up at the ceiling, I start to think about my crew. I hope the guys aren't too worried that I disappear, but whatever, I'll be joining them soon after I get set free anyway. I turn my attention back to Leif, who's holding his book upside down while flipping the page. Wait, what? Upside down? I don't think he can even read properly in this dimly lit room. Why are you pretending to read? I'm not. So you can read upside down? Uh-huh. A gasp can be heard when he realizes his mistakes as he quickly turns the book around. You didn't see anything. Okay. This is awkward. How long do I have to sit here and do nothing? In the spacious room, the only thing that can be heard is the sound of the page flipping. Don't tell me Leif is pretending to read because he wants to avoid this awkward atmosphere. I watch the Navy captain as he continues to try his best to look busy. Why do you keep looking at me? Is there something on my face? Nah, there's nothing interesting to focus my attention on in this room, so I'm looking at you instead. Does that mean you find me interesting? I guess? As if his face couldn't turn any redder, his blush turns into a darker shade. What is the situation? Am I talking to a Navy captain or a boastful little boy? I've handled pirates my whole life. They always hurl insults at me or try to spit in my face. But you aren't like them. That's because I don't want to get into any more trouble. I usually have a full mouth. Leif clears his throat as he returns to his cold demeanor. He looks me right in the eye with that menacing glare of his. Why are you glaring at me? All of a sudden, he slammed his fist against the table, making me jump in my seat. What's wrong? I'm mad at myself for forgetting to ask if you are hungry. Huh? Have you had dinner? No? Then I'll be back. Leif swiftly exits the room, leaving me in a daze. What the heck was that all about? Is he scary or nice? Moments later, the Navy captain enters the room carrying a plate of food. Oh, that smells nice. What is it? Grilled fish. He sets the plates down in front of me. Even when he goes back to sit in his seat, his gaze never leaves me. Are we going to share this meal? You're eating by yourself. What about you then? Aren't you hungry? Don't concern yourself with me, if you say so. But thank you for asking. I take a bite of my meal, but it feels odd to be watched so intently as I eat. Suddenly I don't feel so hungry anymore. How did you become a Navy captain anyway? I joined the Navy at a young age because I like sugar. What? What now? Are you going to laugh at me because I like sugar? No, I'm just confused because I don't get what sugar has to do with the Navy. Well, pirates loot merchant ship, meaning they would steal sugar. Because of that, sugar becomes so expensive that my family couldn't afford it. This is why I joined the Navy. I want to take revenge on the sugar thieves. Odd, but a valid reason, I guess. As I got older, I started to hunt down greedy pirates who would relentlessly loot and kill the merchant sailor. I ended up capturing more pirates than my peers because of the strong feelings I had toward those sugar thieves. Soon enough, people started calling me the pirate hunter and I became the Navy captain. What a tale! It's a good thing that the great pirates didn't steal any sugar, or else I would have thrown you into prison without any leniency. Anyone who doesn't steal sugar isn't my enemy. I got lucky there. While listening to his story, I can't help but let out a chuckle. I never met someone who feels so strongly toward sugar. I think it's sort of cute. Leif suddenly slammed his fist on the table yet again. What now? Are you mad? Not at all. I just remembered that I forgot to ask you something. Since you've been in this room for a while, do you want to use the outhouse to relieve yourself? No, I don't need it yet. I'll tell you if I need to go. I see. Leif then sits back in his chair. As silence fills the room, he picks his book back up only to hold it upside down again. He's going to get embarrassed if I point it out again, isn't he? I keep my lips sealed as I watch him flip through the book. What are you reading? A book about something? Yep, he's definitely not reading at all. When do you think I can leave here? I'm not sure. I haven't heard back from my messenger. Do you want to leave me already? I'm a boring person to be around, and of course I want to leave this room since I don't want to be imprisoned. But how can I tell him my thoughts if he already looking hurt over this? You're not boring to be around at all. I'm glad. It's barely visible, but I catch the corner of his lips going upward slightly. I haven't talked to someone this much in a while. Everyone thinks I'm terrifying, so they part ways with me after exchanging a few words. Most people come to talk to me only about work. I don't know how to make friends, so thank you for asking questions about me and talking normally to me. I've been wanting to have a long conversation with someone for a while now. The gratitude from the Navy captain throws me for a loop. I didn't think he was so lonely. The more I know about him, the more I find him less scary. Even his menacing glare doesn't bother me anymore. At first, I only participated in a conversation with him to pass the time, but now I genuinely want to know more about him. Do you want to be my friend? The Navy captain's eyes light up at the question. Yes, I would like that. Seeing his bright smile, I am the one to plus this time. Oh man, he's actually quite... Wait, no. Should I be thinking that way toward a Navy captain? Never in a million years would I ever thought that I would befriend a pirate. Sam could be said for me. Again? Leif surprised me when he slammed his face on his desk yet again. Curses! I don't have any rum with me to celebrate our friendship. Can you stop slamming the desk? My heart almost jumped out of my chest every single time. My bad. Shocked at myself, I slapped a hand over my mouth. I can't believe I just yelled at him. I guess this means I'm really comfortable around him now. The two of us are alerted when we hear cries outside the door. What's going on? Sounds like my men are being attacked. This doesn't look good. We might have an intruder. Leif comes up to me before pulling me close to him. Stand behind me. Are we in danger? I'm not sure, but you should stay by my side just to be safe. If you are scared, you can hold me. I'm not scared at all. I can defend myself. I grabbed the book from his desk and held it up as a weapon. The Navy captain followed suit and unsheathed his sword. We kept our eyes on the door, wondering if the intruder might approach us at any second. As we had anticipated, the door burst open and a few figures entered the room. Mia, we finally found you! Guys, how did you get here? Without answering my question, Otto grasped my arm before pulling me over to his side. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. We were so worried about you. Kagi then points his sword in front of the Leif face. The great pirates have arrived. At long last, we finally meet face to face, Captain Kagi. What do you want with us? Nothing. You expect me to believe that when you capture one of my crewmates? Did you kill my men? No, we already injured them enough to make them lose consciousness. How bold of you to infiltrate the Navy base. I will do anything to get back my precious crewmates. Mia is a part of my family. If you ever try to take away one of my family members again, I won't hesitate to cut off your head. What bold words. I won't threaten the Navy captain if I were you. Then, maybe I might just go ahead and take your life right here. Unable to bear to see the tension between the two captains, I jumped between the two. Stop, Captain! Leif isn't a bad person, don't hurt him. Move away, Mia. Why are you protecting your captor? He had reason, and look, he didn't hurt me. He only captured me temporarily. He was going to set me free later. And you believe the words that came out of the enemy's mouth? Yes, I know I can trust Leif. He doesn't want to hurt us. I stared right into the captain's eyes, hoping that he'll believe me. Kagi eventually nods before withdrawing his sword. If you feel that strongly for him, then I won't do anything. Come on, fellas, let's leave. Captain, are you sure we should let that pirate hunter be? What if he's a threat? What if he comes after us again in the future? Mia trusts that man, so I believe in her. Thank you, Captain. But I do have a question. Leif, when I point sword at you, why didn't you do the same? Because Mia would be sad if I harmed you. Also, I know you won't hurt me. The great pirates never kill after all. Keep doing what you've always been doing and stay on the right path. If you do, I'll make sure that the Navy won't ever come after you. I have a duty to punish wrongdoers, but you're not on my list. Does that mean we can now do whatever we want and stay the port without any worries? No, I may be on your side, but the government isn't. I suggest you leave the harbor immediately, since they now have their eyes on you. Then I'll take that suggestion. Kagi leaves the room and my other crewmates follow him soon after. Before I leave, I turn to look at the Navy captain. Leif? Dot, dot, dot. Without saying a word, he turns his back to me. Just when I thought we were close, it breaks me to see this cold demeanor again. I thought we were friends. Come on, Mia, let's go. I nod before leaving the room with my crew. Now back on the ship, we prepare to set sail immediately. Time to hoist the anchor. Aye, aye, Captain. I can't believe we ran across the pirate hunter and he would just let us go without a fight. Strange world, isn't it? I told you already, he isn't a bad guy. Still carrying the sinking feeling in my heart, I looked toward the harbor. I didn't get the chance to say my farewells to Leif. Under the dim moonlight, I catch a familiar silhouette standing by the edge of the water. There is no mistake, it's a Navy captain. From afar, I see him waving his hand at me. Captain, can I say goodbye to Leif before I go? Kagi looks around hesitantly before letting out a sigh. I suppose you can. Thanks, Captain. I jump down the ship before running straight to where Leif is standing. When he sees me, he greets me with a smile on his face. I can't believe you came back to talk to me. I can't believe you came out to the harbor to see me. Well, that's because I want to see my friend. Same could be said here. From all the emotion bubbling up within me, I lightly punched the Navy captain's shoulder. Why did you hit me? Because I hate you. Huh? You said you're my friend, but why did you turn your back to me without a word before I left your room? I'm sorry. I thought it would be easier for us to part if I didn't say anything, but I was wrong. That's why I came all the way here to see you. I wanted to see you one last time before you go. I always been the type to be silent, but this time it's different. I don't want to quietly watch you leave without saying another word. I thought he became cold toward me again, but I was wrong. He really does treasure our friendship. So, do you still hate me? How could I, after you said all those things to me? I spread my arm out wide, which only makes the Navy captain look at me quizzically. Do you want a hug? I would like that. I wrap my arms around him as I pull him for an embrace. Will you be surprised if I said I have not hugged anyone in a long time? No, because you said you don't have anyone who you were close with. You're right. Thank you for being my mate. I feel his grip around my waist tighten as he squeezed his arm around me. Mia? Yeah? A thought has been bothering me lately. What's it about? I keep wondering if you could stay with me. I've been yearning for a companion for so long, and now that you're here, I don't want you to go away. It's not like I'll be gone forever. I could come visit you. But that will be difficult. You're a pirate. I'm part of the Navy. You're right. What if you quit being a pirate? Stop the life of thievery and stay with me instead. The suggestion caused me to widen my eyes in surprise. I grew fond of Leif, but are my feelings for him stronger than for my crew? If I go with him, I will end my adventures on the grid. Even though I only spent a short amount of time with him, I feel as though we're already connected. My heart skips a beat when I feel his breath on my ear. Stay with me. Okay, we will choose both, so we say first. Okay, the first choice, I will. A relieved sigh comes out of his lips, followed by a sweet chuckle. Thank you. I'll make sure you enjoy your days with me even more than the time you spend on your ship. Leif grazed his hand across my cheek as he stares into my eyes. Are you certain that you won't regret your decision to stay? I'm sure. Life with a Navy captain. That doesn't sound so bad. Later that night, I explained to my crew about my decision to leave. With a heavy heart, I part ways with them. It's a melancholic feeling, but I'm sure I made the right decision. With Leif by my side, I watched my old friends leave the harbor before sailing away. In the coming days, I spent most of my time in the Navy's quarter. The men who work there saw me so often that they grew close to me. But of course, most of my time is spent with Leif in his room. You look great with my jacket on. So cute. Looks like I'm the Navy captain now. I thrill around admiring the clothes on me. Since Leif has wider shoulders than me, the jacket was a bit too big for my figure. How have you found the Navy so far? Everyone been nice to me here, and you guys protect the sea, so that's cool. Weird thing to say coming from an ex-parrot, huh? Not at all. So I've been thinking, would you like to officially join the Navy? That way we can always be together. Sure, sounds good to me. But I warn you for now, we train our men and women to be the best of the best. Don't think I'll go easy on you just because I'm fond of you. Bring it on. Now for the second option. Sorry, I want to be with my crew. I understand. Captain Kagi did mention that you are like his family, so you must feel the same way. Don't look so sad. Even if I leave, I'm still going to be your friend. I'm sure a pirate and navy captain can be friends. If anyone else says otherwise, we'll prove them wrong. You're right. As the two of us laugh, we gradually let go of each other's embrace. I hope I'll see you again soon. Me too. Safe travels. Farewell, my friend. Goodbye, Leif. Making my way back to the ship, I make sure to turn around every few seconds to wave at the Navy captain. Why are they so cute? Then I jump back on board. I'm done. Let's get going now. I took you long enough. I kept an eye on you at the harbor this time in case you got captured again. And I saw you embracing the Navy captain. What? Are you already sweethearts with him? No way, friends can hug, okay? But you rarely embrace us. Oh, stop complaining. I'll give you as many hugs as you want if you ask. Then I want one now. Come in. June and Milos playfully rub their arms around me. That looked pleasant. I want to partake in it as well. Don't forget you good old captain. Aww. Then the five of us share a heartwarming group hug. Even though I wasn't in danger, thanks for coming to save me, guys. Of course, mates have each other's back. As embraced with guys, I feel grateful that I am part of this crew. They are my family from now on. I will never leave them no matter what. Alright, I think that's it for part 8. I will see you on the next video.